Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
I'm Ninetailedbrush.
I'm Nick.
And today we're going to be reacting to the Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition. So, you guys have been asking for this reaction. I have been super excited for this reaction. A little bit of backstory. Me and my brother, we grew up watching Lord of the Rings. It was censored for me because, you know, orcs are scary. Different stuff like that, but I grew up watching Lord of the Rings. I'm kind of due for a watch. I think I've only seen the Extended Editions once. You've seen it, what, like
I've seen the Extended Edition once. I've seen the movies a lot of times.
Anyway, I love these movies. This is like my favorite fantasy movie of all time. I'm going to be nerding out, grinning at Ninetailedbrush the entire time. He's never seen it. We're introducing him to it. It's going to be loads of fun. We're doing the Extended Edition, so we're doing part 1 today, part 2 tomorrow. So 1 movie a week, 2 videos though, because there's a lot of content. These things are almost 4 hours long. And yeah, that is the breakdown. As always, if you guys want to watch tomorrow's part 2, up on Patreon, the full-length reaction, up on Patreon, the whole thing. We appreciate your guys' support. It's really helpful. And hopefully by the time this video comes out, we'll have some cool Lord of the Rings merch, because, you know, that's just awesome. And yeah, let's get into it. So do you know absolutely anything about these movies?
Well, Gandalf.
Okay.
Because of a meme. And then, you guys were talking about Frodo like earlier, and I recognized the name Frodo.
Okay. But that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, this is great. This is a great way to go in.
I smell it in the air. Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it. And nine rings were gifted to the race of men who above all else desire power. For within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race. For another ring was made in the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom. The Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others, but there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor, and on the slopes of
These movies are just so epic.
the freedom of Middle-earth.
When did the first movie come out? Early 2000s, right?
2002 or 2004?
Yeah, so keep in mind, this is like very similar to Spider-Man 1.
Dang, it's looking nice. So those are the elves.
Yeah.
Well, they're like
Oh,
curved blades
sick.
they
Okay.
have.
Yeah, because their armor design too is looking nice. Holy. Dude. This is the
This is Sauron,
dude?
yeah.
Okay. Oh.
You know the movie's gonna be epic when that's the opening.
Has one chance. It betrayed Isildur to his death. It ensnared a new bearer.
Oh wait, I know.
You
this.
know
Yeah,
Galar.
that's
You've
what I
heard
figured.
that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who took us deep into the tunnels.
I love how the ring is its own character. It's such a cool... It has its own theme, it has everything.
It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable. A hobbit. Bilbo Baggins of the Shire.
I know Bilbo Baggins.
Okay.
From The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot how much nostalgia I have for these movies. Like, this is for me what everybody else talks about as far as nostalgia. Like, oh my gosh, dude.
Great warriors, nor counted among the very wise. It has been remarked, my son, that Hobbit's only real passion is for food. A rather unfair observation, as we have also developed a keen interest. Is in peace or quiet?
Let's be real. We all want to retire in the Shire.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
So hobbits and dwarves are different.
Yes. different sizes, different races.
Okay.
Hobbits can't grow facial hair. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying.
Basically, none of them have facial hair.
Oh.
I'm joking. I don't know.
It's Dumbledore. No.
I was getting that mixed up.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf.
I hear it's going to be a party of special magnificence.
You know Bilbo. He's got the whole place in an uproar.
Well, that should please him.
Half the Shire has been invited, and the rest of them are turning up anyway.
So life in the Shire.
Yeah, so none of the Hobbit actors are, like, they're just regular. They had to have, like, doubles that were, like, shorter, and they did all these, like, perspective tricks with the camera where, like, somebody would be closer and somebody would be farther away, but it looks like they're sitting next to each other. It's insane. It is insane.
Yeah,
the
if you
stuff they
ever
did.
look up like how they shot it to make them look the
mind-blowing.
size they are, it's really
like any
cool.
shots that you see Elijah Wood and Ian McKellen in the same shot, they had to like paste together, or they did perspective stuff because it's like he's not shorter.
How's it going?
It's like somebody when they lose their phone.
Basically.
No, where is it?
The ring's got that power.
A little bit.
All right, then.
Yeah, his behavior reminds me of kind of like an addict a little
It
bit.
is,
Like
yeah.
when he gets worried, like, oh, what?
All I did was give your uncle a little nudge out of the door.
Whatever you did, you've been officially labelled a disturber of the peace.
Dear Gandalf. 111 years old, who would believe it? Rampage. I know I don't look it, but I'm beginning to feel it in my heart. I feel thin. A very long holiday, and I don't expect I shall return.
Okay, Gandalf.
Show off.
Come on, those vape skills.
Listen.
Bagginses, quickly hide!
I like how in the card game Lord of the Rings, they're evil.
Are they?
Saxville Baggins, I'm almost positive.
That's hilarious.
I think it was because of all my numerous relations. You were the one Baggins that showed real spirit. You'll be all right. Just stick it in the
That's extra though. I like that scene.
I do.
Oh no, why would you do that inside the freaking... Holy. He's a freaking...
Holy.
Holy.
Dang.
That was a firework. Oh no.
I regret to announce this is the end. I bid you all a very fond farewell.
Gandalf knows what's up.
Oh. So that's what happened with the
With the other guy,
the
Isildur.
king's son.
Yeah.
Turns invisible?
To him, what about this ring of yours? Is that staying too?
Yes, yes. It's in an envelope over there on the mantel. Why shouldn't I keep it?
I think you should leave the ring behind. Alone. Is that so hard?
Well, no. And yes, it's mine. My precious.
Precious.
You want it for yourself?
Bilbo Baggins! Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you.
So some stuff's going on here for sure.
So he said someone else called it
Yeah.
his precious or whatever.
Bilbo's ring. He's gone to stay with the elves. He's left you bare-handed. Somewhere out of sight.
Where are you going?
There's some things that I must see to.
What things?
Questions. Questions that need answering.
You've only just arrived. I don't understand.
But it didn't affect Frodo at all, right? It only affected Gandalf when he touched it.
Yeah. I don't even know if it affected Bilbo. Like, I don't remember it ever.
No, I mean, it clearly mentally affected him, right?
No,
That's why he's so
yeah.
old and everything like that.
As you watch the movies more, you'll recognize like the different.
The different cities, and all of those
Cities
are
and
like
themes
they built
that
like
they
a bunch of
have.
different models and stuff. So most of this isn't even CG. Those wide shots and stuff, like a lot of it is like they built like half scale, full scale, like a bunch of different types of models for everything.
Holy. So you can't see the words on it
Yeah, that's what. Unless
unless
it's
you
like
put it in
burned or
fire
something.
So these are those whoever.
These are the ring rates.
Baggins is around here. They're all up in Hobbit.
So fucking cool.
Keep your nose out of trouble, and no trouble will come to you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you can only do that for so long, though.
Good night, sweet maiden of the golden age.
The window's open?
I've seen enough horror movies. No, that's not a good sign.
Come on, guys.
He just wanted some air, okay.
Frodo, the lighting. Oh, what?
In the common tongue, it says one ring to rule them all. One ring to fight. One ring to win them all. Open the darkness. Fight them.
Wait, so how long do hobbits live?
I think it's just average age, right?
I think so.
Okay, so 111,
So 111
is, not...
is stretching it, and for how
Oh,
good
okay.
he looked, right? That's why even Gandalf was
so
like,
that's
"You
why
look so good."
Yeah,
And the only age difference in all of Lord of the Rings is the elves, right? That's the only like unusual.
There's certain, like, I think the line of Aragorn, like, there's, like, his bloodline.
Oh yeah, there's a few lines of men as well that live unusually long, but beyond that,
Okay.
yeah, beyond that, it's all normal.
The spirit of Sauron endured.
In the ring?
His life force is bound to the ring.
Okay, so that's why.
Sauron has returned.
But why is Frodo?
His oxen of the blood.
So that's how they.
So he's screwed.
That would lead them here.
Holy. Holy. Then you can't.
No, it can't.
Aww.
What must I do?
You must leave.
I like how I know.
True hero.
Yeah.
Well,
Confound it all, Samwise Gamgee, for trimming the bird. What did you hear? Think!
Dark Lord and something at the end of the world, but please, Mr. Gandalf, sir, don't hurt me.
That's literally everything.
Never put it on. The agents of the Dark Lord will be drawn to its power. Always remember, Frodo. The ring is trying to get back to its master.
We have to go to New Zealand someday. We have to.
You really do.
Dude, this is just fucking beautiful.
Wait, so he said never to put it on because the enemies
They
will be
can
drawn
like
to its
see,
power?
they like sense the power basically.
Okay. But they won't be able to see him. Right? Or...
Yeah, I mean, you turn invisible.
Yeah.
If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been.
Like, I know he didn't really have a choice, but... Like, Sam coming along with it, like, on this
Yeah.
journey is, like, crazy.
It's one of my favorite moments in the movie right there. It's such a cool, like, subtle moment that a worse filmmaker would have skipped over and just been like, oh, they left. All right, they're on their adventure.
Well, it helps show you like how
Yeah.
Sheltered
unexposed.
they are,
They live a
yes.
simple, nice life in the Shire.
And
Yeah.
they've never left the Shire, I'm
No.
assuming. It's, like, crazy.
I don't know why. It makes me sad.
It's because you're high, Sam. The musical cues. I freaking love these movies.
Oh, man, Gandalf.
Rises. Sauron has regained much of his former strength. He cannot yet take physical form, but his spirit has lost none of its potency. You know of what I speak, Gandalf. A great eye, lidless, wreathed in flame, be watching.
What the heck was that?
Is later than you
Was that the
The eye.
his forces and kill the one who carries it. Frodo.
Great.
There are none who can.
Goodness.
It's like, great.
Against the power of Mordor, there can be no victory. When did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness?
Holy. Dude, we're having such a high-level wizard battle already?
This movie goes ham, bro. You haven't seen the half of it.
What? He's dual-wielding?
Ho, 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 ho. Do you have any idea where this is going?
No. How are these two little freaking hobbits gonna, like, challenge the entire world's evils?
Sorry, we're still in the Shire. What could possibly happen?
Oh, great. Wait.
Sam is just like,
He's
what?
like, oh, great.
It's like, I'm done.
He's clearly overreacted.
Yeah.
I think we should get off the road.
That's what,
Gandalf said.
Gandalf said. They're still fighting over the mushrooms. What are they doing? Oh,
The red eyes to the horse.
Please. Damn, good thing you had Sam.
Good thing they had the potatoes.
True. But was it like tempting him, or
He was being tempted because of like the presence of evil, right? Like that's why the bugs were coming out. That's why, at least that's why.
I kind of feel like
Yeah.
the ring knew that it was close, so that's like
Yeah.
the ring is alive, right?
yeah.
I like how all the bugs and stuff are running away. Like,
Yeah. That's what I also thought too. It's like,
Even just the little note of like, I think it was Saruman who's like they're disguised as black riders, where it's just like this like unspoken like,
yeah,
you don't know what the fuck it is, but it's not a person, and those horses aren't horses, and there's like the weird like blood and like ooze just on their hoofs and the red eyes, and it's just so cool.
they said the 9, right? It was
Yeah.
the 9. Well, I mean, I'm assuming they don't answer me if they'll explain stuff later, right? Obviously, but I'm assuming that they could be talking about the 9 humans.
That Black Rider was looking for something. Or someone.
Frodo.
Get down! Huckleberry Fairy, follow me.
Holy.
They're on foot though, dude, you know, like,
Yeah.
and they're short.
And they don't have weapons. What is this? A pier?
Buckleberry Ferry.
It was pretty close. Nice. Dang. Is that the horse making that noise?
Not the horse.
Really? Oh no.
Dude, the sound design. Like, going back and watching this, like, knowing what I know about movies is freaking amazing.
Oh, yes, I remember elderly child. Big grey beard, pointy hat. Not seen him for 6 months.
Well, cause
He's a little busy.
yeah. Gandalf should have gave him a backup plan just in case.
Well, I mean,
No.
he didn't know, like...
Still, you gotta always be cautious.
He's one of them rangers. Dangerous folk they are in the wilds. What his right name is I've never heard, but round here, he's known as Strider.
It's like all the dangerous people
I
are
know.
after you. Like,
Well, I think the movie does a really good job of making that feeling of, like, out in the
shit.
wild.
yeah.
Freaking Pippin,
No.
you moron.
Can't blame them. You should have told them. Oh. Oh. Great.
Yeah, nobody noticed that.
Oh no.
Shh.
What the heck? Is that what he sees?
Yes.
Take it off, dude.
Yes.
Hurry up.
Draw far too much attention to yourself, Mr. Underhill. But to disappear
I feel like
entirely,
we could trust this dude, not gonna lie. It just gives that feeling.
you frightened. Have you got sakes?
Look, shakes.
Oh. I just realized what that implied.
yeah.
And they don't look like they're walking. Like,
Like normal. What the? This is creepy, actually. What? Okay, we're not that dumb, are we, guys? We're not. Are they in the one across or something?
Great kings of men. Then Sauron the Deceiver gave to them 9 rings of power. Blinded by
totally
You
called it.
guessed it, yeah.
question.
Wait, so the other rings also...
Well, one ring to rule them all. right?
Because he gave them out.
Down here,
Rivendell.
the House of Elrond.
Did you hear that? Rivendell. We're going to see the elves.
Okay. How is the state of the world supposed to be? Is this like, are we fine, kind of?
Yeah, there's darkness rising in Mordor.
Okay.
And then everybody else seems to be kind of chilling, and everybody's getting the vibes that there's darkness rising. There's some orcs. There's some creatures who normally aren't organized by themselves that are being organized and stuff like that.
He looks up like at the sky.
Is it raining? That's what happens outside the Shire? Good.
I'm saying, you gotta trust him, man. He's
Dude, I mean...
I mean, he did save their lives pretty much.
Yes.
Right
Oh,
off the bat.
100%.
Get some sleep, Frodo.
Why is he so... What is his plan?
his nails are all long and like
Warrior, build me a army worthy of the We have work to do.
Where the heck is he? Well, I feel a lot safer with freaking
Strider.
yeah.
It's so beautiful, man.
And I realize so many of the sets and like locations have so much character to them.
Beautiful, yes. It's such subtle world building, and it feels like a lived-in world.
Tomatoes, sausages, nice crispy bacon. We saved some for you, Mr. Frodo. Without you, boo. Without that's nice.
Oh yeah, you're in the middle of the dark.
Look at that.
Oh no! Come on, guys. Oh great. Well,
Yeah,
this
how
is
do you get out? And where's Strider?
Well, he said he was gonna have a look around, but I don't know how long that
Fucking-
meant.
Yeah.
Holy.
The music.
Guys, we're not. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you don't
They
stand a
look-
fucking chance.
At this point, what do you do? Cause like, can you put it on?
No, right? I mean...
Oh, that's sick.
It's like a hint at what they really look like.
Yeah, yeah. Holy.
Take it off.
Nice.
He's been stabbed by a mortal blade.
Great. What does that mean?
This is beyond my skill to heal. He needs Elvis medicine.
So were those like orcs or whatever?
Yeah.
That, like, okay, that like came into
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are orcs.
And are all orcs like bad?
Kind of.
Okay, okay. Huh. That's cool.
No, the way I took it with the orcs is that they're kind of just like savage creatures, but like,
Yeah.
you know, when they have a leader, then they're like really...
Organized.
Yeah.
Great.
He said build them an army, right?
Who's this?
What's
That
this?
blade.
A ranger caught off his guard.
Was it those wood elves? Right? Looks like the same light.
Something.
He's not going to last. We must get him to my father. I've been looking for you for 2 days. Where are you taking? On Mabathon, Rohan Alini.
What did they say?
Frodo fear. I offered on here. Torgwaith ni Meriathon. I do not fear them.
So he's got some sort of connection with the elves, right?
Yeah, and I'm assuming that song that he was singing was something. Yeah, the fact that she was even nice to him or knows him,
Yeah.
there's some connection going on there. Great.
Where they show him show up through the trees.
Look at that shit.
If you want him, come and claim him.
Oh snap.
Oh, get fucking wrecked. The horses.
Oh, that's sick. Nice.
A few more hours and you would have been beyond our head. But you have some strength in you. What the hell?
Wait, how is Gandalf here? Is this?
Well, he had the
real?
moth.
But what does that mean?
What happened, Gandalf?
I was delayed.
Yeah.
Sudden is not likely through sight.
Oh, holy.
Deserves another. It is over. He does not share power.
Holy.
Bless you, you're awake.
Oh, dang, so he did. I thought this was like a dream or something. We actually. Okay,
Yeah, this is real. Yeah,
You don't trust anything.
that's what I would have thought too. I feel like him waking up to Gandalf.
Welcome to Rivendell.
Wait, we definitely saw him before. I'm totally like blanking. Like where did we see him?
Elrond?
At the beginning of the movie, if
Yeah.
you remember, he's there. At the
He is at the
war.
beginning
Oh,
of the movie.
is he?
That's
Oh yeah.
him.
Well, he's like an elf. So okay.
Yeah. So that is where we're gonna end part 1. It's a fitting,
Okay.
place to stop. Frodo gets to Rivendell. So, I mean, what do you think so far?
Dude, I love it, dude. I think this is one of the first like movies that I've actually really gotten into, like that was based on a fantasy sort of like Harry Potter was a different sort
It's
of
different.
fantasy.
This
It's
is
like
more
of
fantasy.
I don't want to say generic, but you know what I mean. Like when you
Classical
think of fantasy,
fantasy
classic
stuff.
Fantasy.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
Tolkien too is the one. Like, this is the fantasy that inspired all fantasies.
fantasy,
All the
baby.
fantasies about dragons and elves and dwarves. Like, this is the fantasy that started.
Yeah, this is when I think of fantasy. This is exactly what I
Yeah,
think.
because
of.
Hogwarts, it's like modern day still, right? So there's still a little
Yeah,
tie to
it's
the world.
very different.
Whereas this is like otherworldly completely. It's a different world. It's a different reality. Different.
I feel like Tolkien took a lot of inspiration and built off mythology.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so classical, like with the creatures and just some of the basic magic that they have.
Yeah. And since this is my first time getting into something like that, I mean, I thoroughly enjoy everything about it. Just from the character design to like the whole overarching like plot and the stuff about the rings. I love the sort of mystery behind a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
They don't exactly explain, just like the watchtower thing, but I like, even mentioning that there's a watchtower.
He looks like a million times older already.
He does.
There and back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins.
The agent seems has finally caught up with me.
It's good though.
Yeah. And relying on the ring like that.
Yeah.
Pretending I was off somewhere else. Off with you on one of your adventures. My own adventure turned out to be quite different.
I feel like we don't really get to pick and choose our adventures, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Bilbo.
Well, it's like Bilbo's was an adventure, and this is.
The ring will be safe in Rivendell.
Will it?
I am ready to go home.
The end.
His strength returns.
The enemy is moving. Sauron's forces are massing in the east. His eye is fixed on Rivendell.
And Saruman, you tell me, has betrayed us. Our list of allies grows thin. Saruman is coming for the ring. Evil cannot be
Great.
deceived by the power of the elves. We do not have the strength to fight both Mordor and Isengard.
The ring cannot stay here. The dwarves, they hide in their mountains seeking riches. They care nothing for the troubles of others.
It is in men that we must place our hope.
Men. Men are weak. The race of men is failing. Stand to the fire! Quiet! Isildur!
He was right.
He's
there.
right there.
That,
Like
He could have
that
ended
close.
all of it.
Okay, I definitely understand where this man's coming from.
I love the feel of Rivendell. Like, even the nighttime, everything's just like bathed in moonlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
That's awesome.
you know elf? Men of the south are welcome here. Who are you? I inventor Gandalf the Grey. We are here on common purpose. Friend. Sauron's.
Come on, dude.
Is this why they don't let you touch stuff in museums?
Oh my god.
I keep forgetting. We gotta do a video showing off all the swords that we have from Lord of the Rings. Like, we have a bunch of the swords and stuff.
We have this sword we own.
Yes.
It's huge.
Oh, this is a cool.
It's a sick shot.
I would rather share one lifetime with you and face all the ages of this world alone.
That's true love. That's a huge
Yeah,
thing
dude.
to give up.
Strangers from distant lands, friends.
I like how much untold history there is.
Threat of
So he's relieved to like
Yeah.
get rid of it. Yeah, guys. Can we like cover it?
Isildur's bane.
the ring is altogether evil.
It is a gift.
Come on!
Why not use this ring? This is no mere ranger. He is Aragorn, son of Arathorn. You owe him your allegiance.
Now it seems they speak of him pretty highly, except for
Yeah.
whoever.
But he clearly has rejected his position.
Only one. The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade. It was to be taken deep into Mordor and cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came. What happens when Sauron takes back what is his? I will be dead before I see the ring in the hands of an elf. Where is the
Whoa, okay.
No one trusts at all.
feel like the ring is
causing everyone
causing
to fight.
stuff. Yeah. Freaking Gandalf in the house, dude. That sucks.
I will take the ring to Mordor. By my life or death, I can protect you. I will.
Let's go.
We're seeing some true heroes in action right now. These two right here.
And you have my bow. And my axe.
Okay.
If this is indeed the will of the Council, then Gondor will sit down.
Mr. Frodo's not going anywhere without me.
Great to you even when he is summoned to a secret council.
It's like, wait a second.
He's like, what?
Intelligence on this sort of mission. Quest.
That won't be us.
You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Right.
That's cool. Oh gosh, no.
All right. So that is where we are going to end part 1 of this reaction. Thoughts so far?
Dude. I love, like I said before, this like fantasy sort of setting, the classical fantasy sort of setting.
Yeah.
I've never, watched
We haven't watched anything like
anything
this
like
on the
it.
channel. Yeah.
And even by myself,
Yeah.
I've never gone into anything like this. So it's so cool to see like what I think to be right from what other people have said, like what started the whole fantasy genre.
Yeah,
kind of.
exactly. Like the classic, like elves and dwarves and different things like wizards and witches and like it is. It's different even than Harry Potter in its own way. It's so unique, I think, and that's why I was so excited to watch this because it's like there is nothing like Lord of the Rings, and there's other medieval things, and there's Game of Thrones, and there's Harry Potter, but it's not the same. It isn't the same, and this has this like magical, wonderful quality to it. Like I don't know, I can't even describe it exactly.
Yeah, design wise, like as someone who like creates stuff,
yeah,
all that kind of stuff, I really enjoy the sort of of course I am biased because of medieval aesthetics, things like that, but I really do enjoy when people have specific aesthetics for specific races and stuff and stick to them so that to the point where you can say, oh, that looks like this, where you can recognize like this looks like an elvish thing or this looks like a dwarven thing, whatever. I really enjoy seeing that sort of passion put into it, you know? And then like things like the Watchtower and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Just mentioning it, like it's Watchtower of I don't know what it was called.
It
had some sort of name and things
There's
like
a
that.
history behind it, right?
There's like you can tell that this Watchtower possibly had some sort of significance, but they're not gonna completely explain it. At least in the movie, they don't, right? So, but I do like even mentioning it because it does add this sort of
it feels
depth.
lived in. Like even with Gondor, like even among the races of men, there's different. Like if you look at Gondor, they have like wings on all of their things, and they have these like stars. And you look at like the gauntlets of Boromir have the same wings that Isildur had like 3,000 years ago. Just different shit like that. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool character moment for Frodo.
Yeah.
Like willing to take the ring, and just the shot on Gandalf, like just knowing. I don't know, like not wanting him to take this burden.
It's like, I feel like he knows that the journey ahead is going to be filled with just tons of things, right?
But even like something I was noticing watching it again too is that like it's almost a reverse Chosen One sort of story, and I really like because like a lot of these stories like Harry Potter does it, Star Wars does it, a few of these these epics that you kind of always compare.
Yeah,
I like that this is not. It's almost like it's not that he's extra special. It's almost that everybody else is so shit. And like, but I like
that downplays it a little bit.
But like in the way that it's like I like that it's almost a battle against like the selfishness of men, and he's fighting against his own like temptation towards evil. It's like I was kind of downplaying a little, but you know what I'm saying, and I like that, and it feels like a very real battle applicable to real life, where it's like you're fighting against.
I take it as it's his purity of heart that makes him better suited to bear something so powerful as the ring, as
Yeah.
opposed to someone even as powerful as Gandalf. He, like Frodo, there's something about his character, even though he's not, very naive and, hasn't been on an adventure his whole life. There's
Yeah.
something
Just that-
so pure
yeah.
about him that he can bear it. And like you said, like with Gandalf, like I don't think Frodo, even as he's volunteering, fully knows what he's in for.
Yeah.
Gandalf does. Like
But
that's why
it's cool, I guess, that it's not about power. Like, it's not about his family.
Yeah.
And even among the Fellowship, you have all these people. Like, you have Aragorn, who's clearly, like, a badass in his own
Yeah.
right. Gandalf, who's clearly, like, a super
Super
powerful
strong.
wizard. And it's like, it's because it's not about the power that it's like this little hobbit
Yeah.
from the Shire
Yeah.
has to fucking save Middle-earth.
Yeah, it's the fact that he's not special and that he's still willing to do it that makes him special. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's super cool. I mean, we'll see where the Fellowship
Oh, yeah.
goes from here.
I mean, just real quick, like since we are at the halfway point and you've never seen this,
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like where your thoughts
oh, yeah,
are.
predictions.
Like we have a whole nother half of the movie to go. Like, do you haven't like if you had to get first of all, like, are there any standout characters that so far like you really like that are just speaking to you?
I really do like Gandalf and Frodo. I like their whole dynamic. I like that Frodo is, he isn't the chosen one. I do like that sort of
Yeah.
aspect of how he's from the Shire. He's like,
Yeah.
I like that. And then I also like, well, obviously I like the, what are the Black Riders?
Oh,
dude,
the
yeah,
Grey
the
Raiders.
nine,
Cool.
oh, dude,
Dude, I love them.
They're so
They're
cool.
so sick.
And then I'm interested in this elf dude, the younger looking elf.
And
dude.
Legolas, the guy who
Legolas?
just spoke
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
yeah.
The blondie.
Just because of how much he seems to respect, because like there's always this sort of, I feel like tension, usually between like races, right? And
Yeah.
I don't mean like in real life. I
Yeah.
mean like elves, dwarves, they're kind of like
Yeah.
okay, and then humans. I feel like elves would like look down on humans a bit.
I mean, you heard
At least the
Elrond
older
say it a
one
little
did,
bit,
right?
yeah.
But for some reason, he is the younger one. Sorry,
Legolas.
You just met
Dude,
him.
you just met them.
You'll
We
see.
just haven't
Okay.
read these names really
He
fast.
is very like. It's almost like he respects Strider a lot
Yeah.
or something.
Well,
Yeah.
there seems like there's a little bit of like an adopted, like he speaks Elvish, which
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
normal, right? Like he's clearly got a thing going on with
one of
Arwen.
the
Yeah.
and
He's in
yeah.
with the elves.
He's in
But
with the
yeah,
elves.
I'm interested to see more of Legolas.
I forgot how much of a badass Arwen is in this movie. Like, dude, when she's in the water and they're like, give the child, she's like, come and claim him. You're like,
I was gonna say, why isn't she at this council? I want her to be one of the
Yeah,
fellowship.
if
okay?
Arwen
know.
got this power, like
It's
man,
only
yeah.
because her dad is running it and said you can't
well, I
come.
think
That's got to be
I think
what
they
it
were gonna
is.
do. I think they were gonna do two different characters. That's why. So
What
it's
do
kind of
you-
like
what do you mean?
where, like she was gonna, the warrior elf was gonna be a different character. And they
In
just
the-
decided to make it, even in the cut of the movie, like when they originally wrote the movie, it was going to be somebody else.
Well, in the book, it's not her.
Yeah, in the book it's not
Yeah.
her, and even in the movie it was going to be somebody else, and then they were just like, fuck it. So then, but I wish we saw more of, yeah.
I'm glad they made it her because there's so many side characters in the book, and you really want to know who she is because she's important. And it's another side character in the book who comes and like.
Yeah, I mean,
takes
there's a
Frodo
whole
away.
conversation that I'm sure you guys will have in the comments about like book versus movie. I do think they're both great in their own right. I think it's the best way. It is not a 1-to-1 adaptation, but I think it is completely impossible to make a 1-to-1 adaptation of these books because they're freaking massive. So I
Yeah.
think that you had to do it differently.
Yeah.
And I think the way he does it differently has the spirit of the original work truly in it. And so
Yeah.
it's like I have never had a problem with the adaptation from the books.
Yeah, me neither. I think it's very respectful, even though it knows it has to be
Yeah, and it
different.
definitely changes things. There are scenes that
Yeah.
are completely cut out. There's things they completely change. But I think it has the heart of it. And I don't think it would have worked if it was a 1-to-1 adaptation, to be honest.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you guys want to watch part 2, it's going to be up tomorrow. If you can't wait, obviously, and you want to support us, you can check out the Patreon. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. We've had some crazy, crazy support. This is kind of in the future, so I may or may not have some Lord of the Rings merch. It's definitely coming at some point. Ring Wraiths, Gondor, Rohan, you know what that is, but you'll find out. Cool shit. I mean, come on. It's all super cool. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.